I was lucky enough to enjoy a delicious Thanksgiving feast. And I really went for it. So we had my grandparents and one aunt and one uncle here for Thanksgiving this year, and my mom really nailed it. She prepared a bountiful harvest of all the holiday classics. Turkey, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, my personal favorite, stuffing, and salad. Okay, that last one is most definitely not a holiday classic, and could even be seen as a blasphemy of the sacred Thanksgiving tradition, but we threw it in just for good measure, and perhaps in a sad attempt to make us feel somewhat healthy as we gorged ourselves on artery-clogging goodness. And she also baked 3 separate pies. Apple, pumpkin, and chocolate pecan, my personal favorite, plus many other assorted goodies. She did all of this with little help from the rest of us, bless her heart. Though I did make the rolls for the dinner, and I don't mean to brag, but there was talk about them, and it was positive. Whatever, it's not a big deal. I'm not gonna say people told me they were the best things to ever grace their palate, but I'm not gonna say they didn't. Okay, nobody said that. That was a lie. I just lied. But the point is, the food was great and our supply of it seemed endless. It certainly felt that way to me. I mean, I take Thanksgiving seriously, and the warmth and togetherness with family is a key part of the holiday. Don't get me wrong. But let's be honest, eating is a crucial part of Thanksgiving Day. If it's not, you're doing it wrong. I'm sorry. Is that too harsh to say? Maybe. Probably. Okay, it is. It is too harsh to... I didn't say it. Let's pretend I didn't say that. Let's cut that. And when I eat, I mean business. I go with an extremely light breakfast on Thanksgiving morning and then just hold off until dinner so I can go wild. And that's what I did this year, as usual. By the time all of our food was ready and my uncle had carved the turkey, it was on. Boom. Yeah! I loaded so much food on my plate that it was hard to make out one dish from another. See, many people have this issue with letting different foods touch each other on their plate. I've never had that problem, so my plate ends up looking like one massive pile of overlapping culinary glory. And I bring my plate to the table, and of course I get stares from everyone, but what are you gonna do? I plow through my first plate quickly, successfully, and it's delicious. I mean, out of this world. And then I wait a bit to get seconds, just enjoying pleasant conversation and good tidings, which is wonderful. Shooting the breeze, as they say. Around places. I wait longer than I really need to, but it's just for appearance's sake, to make it seem like I'm debating whether or not I really want seconds, even though, of course, I made up my mind about that this morning. Maybe even last Thanksgiving, really. Then I stand up and go in for round 2. This time I just go for the favorites. Mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, and stuffing. Bring me home! And I return to the table and start in. I grab another roll, because when in Rome, am I right? Am I right? And I dig in, but as I'm about halfway through, I realize I've made a crucial miscalculation. I've grabbed so much food that there's no way I'm gonna have room left for dessert. This is serious. But not wanting to look like a fool or a wimp, a dunce, if you will, classic bonehead, I finish everything on my plate, and that's easier said than done. As I set down my fork, I'm thinking about how I'm going to be physically able to consume any pie, or really any food for the foreseeable future. So I give myself a little time before dessert, a little breathing room, you know, and I help wash the dishes from dinner. Afterward, I'm feeling a little better, a little less like I'm going to explode, and dare I say, ready to tackle dessert. Everyone else is already eating pie, and with my dessert-related reputation, it would just be embarrassing if I didn't have any. Just shameful. In bad taste. So I dish up 1 slice of each type of pie, 3 slices total, slather some vanilla ice cream and whipped cream on top, and go to town. But I know that this is going to be a monumental feat. I managed to work through the apple pie slice with difficulty, but at that point, the chocolate pecan and pumpkin are looking more and more like a pipe dream. I take a few bites of each, and then literally lie back on our couch like this. When I feel like I'm just starting to doze off, I notice a gentle tug on the pie plate in my hand. Suddenly I snap awake and sit up and say, "No, I'm not finished yet, I'm still eating." Even though it's been a good 10 minutes since I attempted my last bite. I look at my plate, let out a big sigh of disappointment and shame. When have I ever left a dessert unfinished? Disgraceful. And take one more bite of the chocolate pecan just to be brave, and then I set the plate down, defeated. I lay back on the couch, and I'm unable to move for an extended period of time. So, all in all, a good Thanksgiving. The lesson here, to me, is that on holidays like Thanksgiving, when you're together with family, when a delicious home-cooked meal has been prepared, you just have to go for the gold. Leave your inhibitions and diet plans at the door. Maybe you won't have much room left for dessert, but it's worth it. No regrets. And remember, there's always Thanksgiving leftovers. Which reminds me, I'm going to go eat 12 slices of pie, assorted flavors, to make up for my abysmal dessert performance the other night. You think I'm kidding? I'll catch you later.